This is the question I get asked all the time, so I'm going to ask it of you because we're sort of contemporaries. How much longer, Gary, are you going to be doing this?
I don't know, man. It just feels good still, and the crowds keep showing up and liking it, and I like to keep the brand going. And Ryan, Alan, and Stevie, and all those guys who aren't here anymore, keep their dream alive, you know. And it was our dream back in the early days to write songs and make it big in a band and be heard. So I just want to keep talking about them like we're doing now, or all the interviews the whole band does, Johnny and Ricky and them. It's always about the whole thing, not just about what's happened today. And we're just, I don't know, man, what's the next big thing you do when you retire? You know, what's the next big step? So I'd rather.
So you and I are in the same boat. We're not going to retire because we don't have anything else
no,
to do.
You look great. Yeah, nothing to do. And I love, we got a little place we go in Wyoming, and my daughters are there and their grandkids. So we like to go there, and it's beautiful. And
You still live in Atlanta?
yeah, we got a place there that's it's easier to get in and out of Atlanta more than Jackson, you know, and when we're touring. And so I don't know, we're gonna do a little longer. We're gonna actually do a farewell tour soon. In the next couple of years. So, but other than that, we'll probably do a farewell and then come back like everybody else. I think the Eagles have retired 5 times and came back, and Chicago and this band and that band, you know. But anyway.
You are the Street Survivors album that came out way back when. And you, Gary, are the most surviving of all the survivors.
Yeah.
Do you think about that?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. You know, because it's like you shouldn't forget your past and don't worry about your past. Just go forward. But that's what we do is talk about our past, and it never goes away. You know, since the crash, it seems like every day it's either comes up on the radio or somebody talking it, or you hear something, or we play, or so it's always around, you know. And I don't know. I'm glad I'm still here, you know. I want to, like I say, play the music and show everybody that that Ronnie and Alan and our dream came true, and we want to just keep it going. I think Billy and Leon and the guys, you know, who recently have died, they did too, you know. They just wanted us to play, and that's all we know to do anyway. I wouldn't know how to do anything else. But it's such a pleasure to play and see the people. You know, Ronnie and Alan and them, they didn't live long enough after the songs were out to see them go classic, and Freebird was just a new song. And they didn't know that 30 or 40 years from now it would still be being played, you know. And they never really got to see that and realize what they had done and wrote, you know. I didn't either. Back then, we didn't know what we were doing. We were kids, you know, young kids, and having fun. In the end of the 60s and the 70s was crazy. So, and it all happened. Their dream came true with mine too, you know. So I'm just still living it, thank God.
Billy, I think, was the first one to get out of the hospital and come back to Jacksonville, and I interviewed him out at Air Command, and he told me that you had 2 broken arms and 2 broken legs.
Yeah.
What was your recovery like? And do you still have pain?
Oh yeah, it never goes away. And I crushed my arm, my wrist, and broke my pelvic bone too. Everything was broken. But really, me and Alan talked about it, Alan Collins, after. The main thing was our hearts were broken because we'd lost our best friends and our band and the guys we grew up with, and learned, you know, we were all teenagers together. So you learn all about girls and driving, and you grow up together. You're more close. It's like you're all brothers, and we were. So that was hard, you know. It was just terrible what happened then.
Do you have flashbacks? Do you remember the plane crashing, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, I got you know what? Through the years, everybody that was on it and that it happened to has a different story. It's crazy, not their story, but what happened. So I don't know. Yeah, I still remember. I kind of remember most what happened, And I remember waking up and hearing some guys scream. It was like being in Vietnam, hearing screaming and your brother's in pain, And I thought that there was a door on me. I kept yelling for Dean Kilpatrick, our road manager, to get this door off me, Dean, help. And I was cussing, and I think that he came over and got it. That's what I thought, and threw it off of me. But then the doctor said that he wasn't able to do that, he couldn't have done that physically because he was too hurt, but he did it, and things happen weird when that's going on, there's freaky things.
Dean would have done that before he died.
Well,
if he got that door off you.
I think he did, but they said no, he couldn't have. He was too broke up too, And I don't know, myself, it was like Ronnie was here and Dean was there and Alan was where you are and Cassie and Steve was on. So all of them died and me and Alan didn't. So that was a weird thing. We wondered, why didn't we go, because we were right next to them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's all weird. It's just, I can't believe it's been 40 years, this year. And it's just strange. It's always a weird thing to remember and stuff, but after all the years, you kind of get over the hurt of remembering the pain, but it's still a sad, tragic thing. I feel sorry they were so young, they were only 25 and I was 26 and Ronnie was 28, I think. That's kids to me, because now we're old men and we can look down and see, and I can't believe that happened to them so early. They didn't get a chance to live, really.
So what keeps you going is that 40 years later, you feel responsible for carrying out the dream that you guys all had when you were at Lee High School?
Yeah, I guess I don't really feel responsible like it's all on me. It's the music is what keeps it going and keeps me going, and the reason I'm here is the music. If that died, that never died, So I enjoy playing it. Every night we play Freebird, it's like brand new because the people give you such energy. It's like even back in the day in the 70s before the crash, people didn't know Freebird, like I said, was going to be a class. And people now, I look down and they're crying, some of them. Some of them are happy and singing all the words. And like the song Simple Man, they do that. They can't, back when we wrote it, it was just a song. We just got through it. But now to see the emotions it brings up and the crying we dedicate it to the soldiers. And people have come up and said, we played that at my brother's funeral, or Freebird was at my wedding. And, well, and that's what I meant by Ronnie and Alan. They never heard that because they were still kind of new. So
is that your favorite song, Freebird? You have so many.
I think all of them are. I don't know. It's fun playing Simple Man, and there's a few tunes that are just funner to do than the others.
Yeah, what do you do when you're not playing the guitar, Gary?
What
do you
do?
do?
I love to fish and bass fish and just any kind of fishing, and just seeing the grandkids play soccer and baseball and basketball. They're doing all that, in school, so that's cool to me. It keeps you busy, and I'm always cheering for them, and it's great.
Do you tell them about your days at Lee High School?
Well, a little bit. They know, but they're still so young. They're only 11 and 14, and they're into their thing. I try not to really lay all the stuff that's happened to me on them, One day, when they're older.
Do you all get along with the extended Lynyrd Skynyrd family, with Judy and with Artemis?
Yeah, man. Some of them are here tonight. Now, Artemis and Ed King and I, you know, we had our trouble in the past and stuff. I'm at the age and the place now, I don't want any trouble with anybody, and I love everybody, and I love them, and, you know, things happen. It happens to everyone. But God bless them, and I hope they're doing great, you know.
Judy told me the same thing.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah. Any new albums? Or
Oh, man, thank you for
It's been a pleasure.
Tom, it's been my pleasure.